We've all heard about actors who go truly method when they're playing a part, ahem, Daniel Day-Lewis, or who get a little too committed. Extreme weight loss or weight gain, bad haircuts, shaving their eyebrows, you name it, some celeba has probably done it, and maybe even received an Oscar in return. The following stars may have gone a little too far, diving headfirst into their romantic roles, or just letting the drama of a part intrude on their personal life. Instead of an Academy Award, all they ended up winning was a proverbial session with a couples therapist. Let's see who went from method acting to relationship mayhem. Brad Pitt and Mr. Smith during filming of 2005's Mr. Smith, Angelina Jolie, especially after photos emerged of the duo looking quite cozy on set. In the movie, the pair played a married couple who are also, surprise, trained assassins hired to kill each other. It seems Pitt really got into character with Jolie, whom he eventually did marry in 2014. For years, the co-stars deny they had an on-set romance, but those rumors seem to have been substantiated. What's the big deal? Pitt was still married to Friends star Jennifer Aniston during filming. Those two A-listers had been together since 1998, so even the faintest whiff of infidelity fueled a media circus. It was more than the couple could withstand, and Pitt and Aniston split up for good in January 2005. Just 1 month after Aniston filed for divorce, photos surfaced of Pitt cavorting with Jolie and her son, Maddox, on a Kenyan beach, proving the former co-stars were more than just friends. Aniston's reaction pretty much sums it up: "The world was shocked, and I was shocked." Pitt and Jolie grew their family to 6 kids, and went on to star in another movie together, 2015's poorly received by the sea, but this love affair born out of movie magic ultimately did not survive. The Pitt-Jolie marriage blew up in 2016, prompting an equally intense tabloid firestorm. Ben Affleck and Jersey Girl in the early 2000s, it was nearly impossible to escape the tabloid coverage of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer, who starred together in the 2003 bomb Giggly, was all over the news, especially after the co-stars got engaged that same year and filmed a particularly memorable music video for her song Jenny from the Block. One flop brought them together, and it seems another flop may have helped tear them apart. The stars had planned a September 2003 wedding, while also working on a second movie together, but just 4 days before the nuptials, Affleck reportedly called the whole thing off. Bennifer released a statement saying, "Due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we have decided to postpone the date." Unfortunately, they couldn't call off the movie. By the time the critically slammed Jersey Girl was finally released in 2004, the real-life romance was no more. Affleck told GQ, "The whole experience was really bad for me in all kinds of different ways, particularly in terms of my emotional life, my sense of self." Meg Ryan and Proof of Life rumors started to swirl in 2000 that America's sweetheart, Meg Ryan, had been involved with co-star Russell Crowe on the set of Proof of Life. As the press ran with the story, Ryan and then-husband Dennis Quaid promptly split after 9 years of marriage. In Ryan's defense, she later claimed Quaid had his skeletons too, telling Insight, via the Daily Mail, "Dennis was not faithful to me for a very long time, and that was very painful." "I found out more about that after I was divorced." Andrew Garfield in silence. British actor Andrew Garfield picked up a ton of buzz and critical acclaim for his role as a Jesuit priest in Martin Scorsese's Silence, 2016, but he may have paid the price with his personal life. In April 2015, reports suggested he'd became so immersed in his work that long-term girlfriend Emma Stone, they'd been dating since 2011, had no choice but to end things and move back to Los Angeles. An insider told US Weekly he'd been in a dark place for months. Getting into his role, he wasn't being the best partner. Garfield reportedly had to spend tremendous amounts of time in Taiwan and lose 40 pounds for the part. It's probably safe to assume took all the fun out of date night. Kristen Stewart in Snow White and the Huntsman in July 2012, Us Weekly broke the story that broke the hearts of millions of Twilight devotees. The magazine published photos of then 22-year-old actress Kristen Stewart making out with 41-year-old filmmaker and director Rupert Sanders. Stewart "I just starred in Snow White and the Huntsman, which Sanders directed." What made the cannibling catastrophic? Stewart was still dating Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson, and Sanders was married with 2 children. According to Us Weekly, Stewart quickly released a heartfelt, apologetic statement, saying, "I'm deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment I've caused to those close to me and everyone this has affected." "This momentary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, the person I love and respect the most, Rob." I love him, I'm so sorry. But the damage was done." Robston soon called it quits, as did Sanders and his wife. Sanders was subsequently fired from the 2016 prequel, The Huntsman, Winter's Warrior, and Stewart ditched her role, claiming the new script, not past indiscretions, was to blame. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor in Cleopatra, a classic Hollywood tale. 2 beautiful actors meet on the set of a movie, fall in love, and live happily ever after. Or, in the case of Elizabeth Taylor, Cleopatra, and Richard Burton, Mark Antony, they meet on the set of Cleopatra, 1963, experience non-stop drama during a troubled shoot, get married, get divorced, and get married again. Oh, and did we mention that Taylor left then-husband Eddie Fisher to start said relationship, and Burton, who was also married at the time, was reportedly more than happy to carry on their torrid affair. That's two relationships destroyed by one film. According to Entertainment Weekly, the glamorous couple's life together didn't exactly calm down after the affair was out in the open. Taylor and Burton's relationship became nearly as mythic as the roles they played in the film. They wed in 1964, divorced in 1974, remarried in 1975, and split again in 1976. Billy Crudup in Stage Beauty. This one was a bruiser. In 2003, Billy Crudup was playing the part of Ned Kynaston in Stage Beauty. 2004, co-starring Mike, so-called life lead Claire Danes. Crudup was in a serious relationship with actress Mary Louise Parker at the time, but that allegedly didn't stop him from diving into a supposed affair with Danes and abruptly calling things off with Parker. Never mind that Parker was reportedly 7 months pregnant. Oh wait, yes mind. Parker described the devastating aftermath of that breakup in her 2015 memoir Dear Mr. U. Crudup has remained mum on the topic. He and Danes continued their romance for about 4 years, ending things in 2008. Reflecting back on the relationship, Danes told Howard Stern in 2015, "I was just in love with him and needed to explore that, and I was 24. I didn't quite know what those consequences would be." Susie Amy in Titanic. Susie Amy got more than just the tip of the iceberg after signing on to play Lizzie Calvert in the mega blockbuster Titanic, 1997. The film's director, James Cameron, reportedly grew infatuated with the actress, despite the fact he was with actress Linda Hamilton at the time. According to an interview with Hamilton in the Daily Mail, Cameron got together with Amy during shooting, then went back to Hamilton, married her, divorced her, and ended up back with Amy. Phew. It's interesting because while he was making Titanic, Susie at that time was the gargoyle on the end of my bed, waiting to swoop in, she said. Now I'm the gargoyle on her bed because for Jim, the one who doesn't end up with him is always the one he wants. I'm the one who got away, and she has to live with that. Be that as it may, Amy and Cameron wed in 2000, had kids, and have been together ever since. Ben Affleck in Gone Girl. Another role, another Affleck relationship meltdown, or, if you will, same Ben, different Jen. This time, Affleck was playing the role of writer and accused murderer Nick Dunn in Gone Girl, 2014. At this point, Affleck had moved on from J.Lo to Jay Gar, marrying Jennifer Garner in 2005. Affleck reportedly went to great lengths to get into character, telling Details magazine, via the Daily Mail, that he resumed heavy drinking. He'd done a stint in rehab in 2001 and would go again in 2017 to bring authenticity to the screen adaptation. In the book, it said that he was puffy and hungover. And I dedicated myself to that, and I think it's quite convincing. Also, like his character in the film, Affleck reportedly confessed to cheating on Garner. Though it may be a stretch to heap too much blame on Gun Girl, Affleck's so-called dedication, aka shady behavior, allegedly became too much for his wife. After a long separation, Garner finally filed for divorce in 2017. Billy Bob Thornton and pushing Tin back in 1999, Laura Dern was happily engaged to Billy Bob Thornton, or so she thought. Dern was working on a film, while Thornton shot a role in Pushing Tin, 1999, and as Dern tells it, he ghosted her. I left our home to work on a movie, and while I was away, my boyfriend got married, and I've never heard from him again. It's like a sudden death. For no one has there been any closure or clarity. So what happened? Like some kind of proto-Pitt, Thornton got the hots for co-star Angelina Jolie and threw caution to the wind. The new couple quickly made things official, getting hitched in Las Vegas in 2000 after about 2 months of dating. Two vials of blood, some weird tattoos, and a few awkward red carpet appearances later, Thornton and Jolie called it quits in 2003, just in time for Brad Pitt to swoop in. Dern moved on to marry, and then divorce, musician Ben Harper. Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock reportedly starting dating after meeting on the set of The Proposal, 2009, but after Reynolds shot a role as the eponymous hero in The Green Lantern, 2011, his real-life love life took its cues from his fake one. Reynolds fell for co-star Blake Lively, whom he married in 2012. As for Sandy, a source told OK magazine, she was pretty unhappy about the personal plot twist. Sandra is crushed. She's doing her absolute best to hold her head high and act as if she's not bothered, but the truth is, she's very hurt. Damn that Green Lantern. Shia LaBeouf and Nymphomaniac. When you're starring in a movie titled Nymphomaniac, 2013, it's not that shocking if some less than family-friendly hijinks go down. It seems that's exactly what happened with co-stars Shia LaBeouf and Mia Goth. When filming began, LaBeouf was in a highly publicized relationship with designer Carolyn Faux, but then the tabloids began reporting that he was taking his role in the film super seriously and getting tangled up in real life with his on-screen love interest. The pair initially denied any shenanigans, as did Faux, saying it's none of anybody's business, everything is fine with us. It was nothing affiliated with his movie. But Why do you know, LaBeouf and Goth got married in Las Vegas in 2016.